The Auburn Tigers, when it comes to the second spring transfer portal window, they will take a quarterback. That is May 1st through May 15th. After spring practice concludes, I'm telling you without a shadow of a doubt, the Tigers are going to be buyers when it comes to taking a transfer portal quarterback. And you say, well, why is that? We got TJ Finley, got Robby Ashford, Holden Griner, Hank Brown. That's cool. I'm with it. I'm all about that. I would say this, though. I very much so believe, I don't hope this, I don't wish this, but I believe that TJ Finley will transfer after spring football. Reason why I believe that, don't think he's going to be your guy. According to what we're hearing right now, Robby Ashford has taken the 1 reps or taken the first inline reps when it comes to spring practice. And also, when someone shows you who they are, you got to believe them. I've said this before about TJ Finley. In 2022, 1 touchdown, 4 interceptions. He was your starter, then he wasn't. Graduates in May. It just makes a whole lot of sense for him to eventually pivot away. I think it's best for TJ Finley. I think it's best for Robby Ashford. I think it's best for this program. So where does that leave you? With Robby Ashford, with Holden Griner as your 2 guys that you would potentially look to be your starting quarterback. Again, I believe Robby Ashford is your starter if the season started today. But even so, Robby Ashford was pretty streaky last year for you, wasn't he? Completed less than 60% of his passes. Wasn't great. He wasn't great. I understand he can do a lot for you with his legs, but when it comes to what he's going to do for you at the quarterback position going downfield consistently, there is some concern. And I believe Auburn already told you how they feel about their quarterback room, because they tried to get a transfer portal quarterback during the first window. Remember that? Got more thoughts on that, but make sure you're subscribed here. We got college football content for you every single day. Shout out to the Auburn faithful that have joined us over the past couple of months. We're glad to have you here. And if you have not yet joined us, no time like the present, man. Spring ball is on and popping. Also, follow me on Instagram and on Twitter at JD Piquel. A great chance for us to hear from y'all. Auburn already told you how they feel about their quarterback room. Tried to get Grayson McCall, tried to get Devin Leary, neither of which worked out. I've said this before on this program. Buying a fridge is a lot like a transfer portal quarterback. You don't show up at Home Depot or whatever establishment you buy your fridge from and just go to shop and just go to kind of check it out and take a look at it. You go to buy. If you're looking for a fridge, if you're looking for a transfer portal quarterback, you're not just window shopping. It's because you genuinely need one. And they told you during that first window, we feel like we need one by nature of who they were looking at. I'm not saying they can't win games with Robby Ashford. I think they can be just fine with Robby Ashford. I think they could win maybe 8, 9 on a great day kind of season if they have Robby Ashford at starting quarterback. But you only shop to buy. Okay? They told you they need somebody else in there. And if TJ Finley does transfer out, again, you're going back to mortgaging your entirety of your season on the hopes that Robby Ashford takes a big step forward. I know Hugh is a quarterback guru. I feel great about Philip Montgomery being their quarterback guy for them, being the offensive coordinator. He's worked with a lot of great quarterbacks. That's why I tag him as a quarterback guy. But you hear what I'm saying. Do you want to put all your eggs in the Robby Ashford basket? I don't think so. This is the last point I think we need to look at. Just look at what could be available for Auburn. Look at the guys that could be out there in the transfer portal. Full disclaimer, I have no inside information. I have no intel on any of these guys that want to or may or eventually jump in the portal. I am just strictly guesstimating and using sound logic. But the Ohio State quarterback battle, the Georgia quarterback battle, the Ole Miss quarterback battle, all 3 of those I think are fascinating to watch. And if I'm Auburn, I would be a good rebounder when it comes to those situations. Because at Ohio State, don't think they'll name a starter till the summer, but if you see the writing on the wall, if you're Devin Brown or Kyle McCord, those are 2 5-star kind of players. And I would feel personally, if I were one of them, if I didn't think I was going to be the starter coming out of spring camp, hey man, I'm good enough to play at 90% of the spots in the country. Just because I'm not going to be the guy at Ohio State, maybe I could look elsewhere and find a good spot to play today, Junior. Okay, again, I'm not saying either one of those guys are going to jump in the portal. Okay, I have no idea, but the logic is there. Same thing at Georgia. Brock Vandagriff, Carson Beck, Gunnar Stockton, all three of those guys could play a lot of other places in the country. If Auburn were to be a rebounder, if one of them ended up saying, you know what, maybe I do want to go try and play somewhere this year. I love Georgia. I love what they're doing here, but Coach, I got to play somewhere today. I'm good enough to. I want to go and try my hand somewhere else. More power to them. I do not know anything. I am just speculating, and I'm using logic that if a five-star wanted to go and try his talent somewhere else, it'd be hard to blame him, right? Now, Ole Miss is a little bit more interesting. Walker Howard, Jackson Dart, Spencer Sanders. Loaded quarterback room in Oxford. Jackson Dart, if I'm him, I feel a little bit like, man, you brought in 2 transfer quarterbacks? That would rub me the wrong way. Now, Jackson Dart may be a bigger man than me, but that would rub me the wrong way. Spencer Sanders, if he doesn't end up winning the job, he has 1 year left. That's this year. If he doesn't win the job, I think he's going to be gone somewhere else. Now, I also think he came to Ole Miss knowing he had 1 year left and said, I can play there. Jackson Dart has 2 years left. Again, going back to the reality that you brought in 2 transfer quarterbacks, that would rub me the wrong way if I were him. It would make sense if he said, you know what? I got to go try my hand somewhere. I got to go try my hand at an Auburn or at a insert whatever school you want here. But I'm just saying these 3 battles are just that, battles. There's a winner, there is a loser. And if you are the loser of one of those quarterback battles, you are talented enough to play somewhere else. So what I'm trying to say is there could be some really potentially exciting options on the board for Auburn. We'll see what happens. But if Robby Ashford isn't the guy that gets you wildly excited for the future, there could be some other options. Talked to somebody today that's pretty close to the Auburn program, and he said he's gotten the question a lot, hey, is the starting quarterback for Auburn even on campus? It's like, I don't know. I don't know. It's just so early on in spring football. We don't know how Robby Ashford's going to progress, but just from a depth perspective, I would be wildly surprised if Auburn didn't try and shore that up a little bit and bring in somebody to, at best, add depth, and maybe at an even better than best situation, end up winning the job from Robby Ashford. So I guess at worst, add depth, at best, win the job. But you hear what I'm saying. Regardless, we're going to keep it locked right here on the Auburn quarterback battle, all things Auburn football, all things national college football, man. I'm telling you, we got content every single day in pertaining to this beautiful game that you and I both love. And spring has sprung. You found your home for college football every single day. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you're following me on Twitter as well as on Instagram. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. We're going to keep the party rolling, and we will see y'all next time. Hey, y'all. Thanks so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel here to make sure you don't miss an episode of The Hard Count. Also, be sure to check out other videos on the On3 YouTube channel.